Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 vs 1 on Deadly Fun Archaeology. Playing as the Force of Chaos, we've got Scouty. As opponent, playing as the Eldar, we've got Sova. Sova's going to be going for double Guardians, Fleet of Foot Research, Aspect Portal and a Plasma Generator for his opening. Whereas the Chaos player is going to go for quadruple Cultists, a Chaos Temple, and a Heretic who's going to be going a little bit of a mission. Probably going to pop down a heavy bolter turret at some point, roundabouts in this general area, protect themselves from any Eldar sneaky shenanigans. The sneaky shenanigans there are, as this Fleet of Foot Research has been cancelled. A Farseer is on the way out, so we'll have to wait and see what these guys have got planned. I'm going to see some Raptors coming out for the Chaos player. Don't normally see a Chaos Lord coming out straight away when you're up against the Eldar, as obviously the Farseer, with her Mind War ability, able to take down a good chunk of the Chaos Lord's health, as well as the Dark Reapers as well, being able to make it more or less a sitting duck for quite some time. There we go, I've got Heavy Bolter Turret being popped down over here, and I do quite like a Heavy Bolter Turret in this general area. It's a very long map, well, not necessarily long, but it's just loads of different avenues that these far away listening posts can be attacked. And with the Eldar's Fleet of Foot Research, able to be really hit and run in the early game. But then again, these Raptors are known for their speed and mischief, as they scare away these Guardians from capturing this strategic point over here. 1v1, these Guardians aren't going to win, especially when there's some Cultists in the ranks, providing some firing support of their las pistols. Farseer now out to play as well. And we are going to go for some Plasma Grenade Research. So I do believe it was Sova a while ago. Or a while ago, it was maybe like a couple of weeks ago, where we saw Sova open up with a very similar build where he foregone his Fleet of Foot and instead went for some grenades. And to be fair, when you combine Farseer's Guardians and some grenades against Cultists especially, they'll be able to take them down lickety-split without any problem whatsoever. These Raptors are a different story altogether, but then again, I mean, Raptors aren't, they don't want to stay around for too long. They are genetically engineered, altered superhumans, but against multiple grenades and some Guardians with Guide being cast on them by the Farseer. And a Mind War as well. Oh, I quite like that. You quite often see players just keeping the Mind War for enemy heroes, but you can use them against just random models in a squad. Guardians almost being wiped there, but being manoeuvred around. Going to engage in a bit of melee argy-bargy with their pair of blades, throwing on some grenades as well. There we go, look at that one grenade, knocking all these guys on the backside, giving them ample opportunity to get a squad wipe there. And now the Raptors are outnumbered and outgunned. I mean, 3 squads of Guardians against 1 squad of Raptors. Even a Warped Mind can see its madness. Finally, Fleet of Foot is going, double Burnsingers as well on the way. Raptors managing to deny this Listening Shrine by killing the Burnsinger. I do believe that they were trying to build up a... Oh, they've got a Listening Shrine over here, but also losing... Oh, these aren't Burnsingers, they're just regular Cultists. Never mind me, then. All fodder for the cannon, as they say. The Chaos, while on the back of this earlier game aggression, have been able to get up most of their listing posts. Are now going to see a Chaos Lord with that Mind War on cooldown. Eldar struggling to get most of their listing posts out online. But again, with this opener, Guardian's quite cheap to reinforce that 30 blue money. Don't really need all that much in the way of early game econ at this precious moment in time. What is it, 80-0 compared to 62-10. I'm going to go for a Wraith Term as well, so I do quite like it. Just lots of minute upgrades, lots of micromanaging for Sova in this game here. Farseer going to join her lads and lasses in capturing this critical location in the middle of the map. Finally going to capture this strategic point over on the far side, as well as their relic. But some Cultists are going to get in the way, going to give up on capturing that critical location. They do see a priority in trying to concentrate their fire, throw down a grenade. And this Cultist squad might survive. No, they won't survive. Fleet of Foot. These guys will be able to catch up with them and then just kill them as they try and flee away. There we go. Cultists being shot down. Got some Chaos Space Marines now, which is not a bad shout. Chaos Lord able to help these Raptors mash around this Listening Shrine. Farseer going to get as close as humanly possible and throw down the Mind War to prevent the Chaos Lord from running away out of Mind War range. Chaos Lord going to give up the chase and go for a long-range engagement. Chaos Space Marines being grenaded and also Eldritch Stormed as well, so while they're getting up, they'll be taking AoE damage over time. I'm going to rally on this hill there. Cultists decapping that strategic point, but not going to try and cap it themselves. Guardian's been having a guide cast on them, increasing their overall accuracy. And yeah, the Chaos player is going to really want to see if they can take on this Farseer. Farseer being basically like the linchpin of all these Guardians. But in saying that, some Dark Reapers are now out on the field. Going to go straight for their Dark Reaper Exarch. Going to increase the overall damage that every single model in that unit can bring to the battlefield. Going to take out one model almost instantly from these Chaos Marines. But Raptors are going to flank these guys, engage them in melee combat. Burnsinger going to teleport, and I imagine straight into the Chaos base. Ah, there we go, look at that. Going to throw down a Wraith Term, going to deny any more cultists or tier 2 shenanigans. And then just going to engage in the twirling blades that only the Burnsinger can bring to the battlefield. Will be taken down by these Chaos Marines very nicely. We have the combined arms of double Guardians and a wholly functioning force of Dark Reapers. These Eldar are now going to go into combat themselves, ignoring the guys over here. Although they shouldn't really, I mean, there's loads of power generators they can go for. Plasma pistols will be researched for the Chaos Space Marines. Another Burnsinger now going to jump in, throwing down more stuff on this desecrated stronghold. I assume that he's thinking that they were going to go for tier 2. And while they are not denying the tier 2 at the moment, they're at least stopping it from beginning, which is kind of sweet. Preventing any more cultists from coming out. Chaos Space Marines trying to hold on. But then again, we do have some heavy bolters coming for these Chaos Space Marines, using that cover to full effect. Going to use the vision of this listening post, fire over on this side. Farseer there, going to try and tie these guys up just for a smidgen. Might even sacrifice their life for the cause. Going to join these Guardians over on this side. Raptor squad, only one member left, managing to narrowly survive a squad wipe there, just to draw the Guardian fire just for a little bit longer, which might be all the Chaos Space Marines need. More grenades being thrown down, but the heavy bolters are now taking a toll on these Guardians and Dark Reapers. Dark Reapers losing one model. Farseer tucked away neatly around these guys. Second squad of Dark Reapers having a guide being cast on them. Chaos Space Marines pushing a little bit too far for my liking. Chaos Lord now surrounded by Dark Reapers. Cultists armed with their grenade launchers, trying to disrupt the formations. I've got two Burnsingers just spaffing all over this desperate stronghold, stopping these cultists from coming out to play. And the heavy bolter turret is going to be popped down over here. Could be doing like just a little bit forward. Then again, it does protect the Chaos area around here from all sorts of angled approaches. Eldritch Blast going to go on these Chaos Space Marines, almost wiping out the entire squad. In fact, actually, will get a whole squad wipe there. Chaos Space Marine now surrounded on all sides. Listening post doing what it can. Do have some Chaos Space Marines opening fire on all these Burnsingers. These guys will now teleport away and go and see a Chaos Space Marine squad to reinforce these guys. But yeah, the Chaos Space are in real bind at the moment. 92 and 20, oh sorry, 98 and 20 compared to 92 and 20. So even though they're on the back foot at the moment, still not hurting all that much in the economy. Triple Dark Reapers. This is going to be a real ball ache for the Chaos Space Marines to deal with. I'm going to go for their Aspiring Champions, which will give them that Plasma Pistol. Very useful against Dark Reapers. Also some Cultists, and once they go for their Grenade Launchers, that AoE damage, well, that knockback damage will at least put some Dark Reapers on their backside, unable to fire. And without the... It does seem that the Farseer has gone offline, so actually the Chaos Forces do have a opportunity to use their momentum here to push these guys back a little bit. Almost getting a squad wipe for one Dark Reaper squad being brought down to 2 models, and these guys 70 blue money apiece to reinforce. A little bit more expensive than the Chaos Space Marines. And with these guys standing firm, with being assisted by the listening post from on high, these guys are going to fall back just a smidge. But yeah, they've seen the writing on the wall and they are going to fall back. So rest and recuperate their numbers. Are we going to see a tier 2 for the Eldar at the moment? Nothing in the way of that, although lots of upgraded listening shrines. Yeah, investing so much money in tier 1. Aren't going to be going for tier 2 anytime soon. Are the Chaos players? Chaos is there. I mean, yeah, their economy is just totally fine. Eldar trying to go in for that killing blow early on. They could have been going for these nice little undefended treats down south. Also, I mean, like, if they got some big wins in a big battle, it'd take longer for the Chaos Player to reinforce their army down south, as they don't take a while to walk down, so might have been an idea to go for there, but they did do a good chunk of damage. Look at that, just bodies hewn across the battlefield. Listening post certainly earning its promotion. And now anticipating that southern assault. Chaos Space Marines looking to defend their holdings down south. Well, this will be a lot harder for the Reapers to take down. Heavy bolter and soon to be upgraded listening post. And yeah, fair enough. Triple Dark Reapers can take on listening post fairly quickly, but against all this, not entirely sure. Cultist moving a little bit forward to give the Chaos Space Marines some additional vision, as those heavy bolters have quite the range on them. Yeah, taking into tier 2, I imagine, if servers invested so much in these Dark Reapers, probably Defilers. I mean, that's what a betting man would recommend. I mean, Defilers, great for, like, their disruption. It would start things in close combat if the need arises. Autocannon's good against infantry. Another Soul Shrine finishing, going to go for some enhanced optics and a support portal. So imagine Falcon Grav Tanks, pop a couple of Dark Reapers in there, get them in and out of the battlefield as quickly as you can. Again, very micro-intensive, but then again, Sova has proven to be able to handle the micro in this game so far. I mean, imagine being able to assault a person's base while also teleporting Bone Singers in to Wraith Tome a enemy's HQ several times. It's a level of micro that I could only dream of. And, oh no, Chaos Rhino, okay. I mean, that works just as well. Move those guys in, drop them out straight next to these Dark Reapers. Focus fire on one of these guys. And then when they get their bearings, just jump straight back in. We've actually been able to outrange this listing post. One heavy bolter turret is not going to do it for them. I suppose, well, a Rhino transport will help them defend this long stretch of land. Listing post outranged by the Dark Reapers. Will need some friendly support sometime soon. Just a little test run there. Just testing to see if we can get those guys in and out. We got one guy jumping out. Oh, so just two squads jumping out. Force these guys back. Need to be a little bit quick on the draw there. Mr. Scouty will fall back. He has gone for those heavy weapon increases. So I might want to research them before making some big engagements. But I have seen that this listing shrine is undefended, so will turn his attention onto these guys and focus fire on it. We'll be able to take it out fairly quickly, but we do have some fire dragons now coming in. And seeing that coming, the Chaos Rhino will fall back as quickly as humanly possible. I would say, there we go. Falcon Grav Tank on the field. Do have a Hell Talon somewhere. Where are you?
This is a great one.
Was somewhere? Where have you gone, Hell Talon? Oh, there we go, it's over there. Gonna move over the impassable terrain and just go straight into the base. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Eldar player having to split his attention. Even with amazing micro, having to focus on several battlefields at the same time, your micro is going to suffer eventually. Cultists over here being wiped out. Do quite like the flag for Scouty. Very nice logo. Reminds me of those Skull Candy, what are they called? Skull Candy headphones. Which they said have got a year's worth of warranty. Making you think they'll last a year, but Skull Candy headphones only last about a month or so. Also, they sound shit, but you know, that's just me. Chaos Rhino adding it. Do you have a bolter? Oh, no, Soulstorm has no weaponry. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, these guys going to try and finish that listing shrine, but not able to quite get there. They're a bit wary of this Falcon Grav Tank, who's going to charge around. Oh, lovely block off there. Getting those fire dragons out. Also popping down a cheeky webway gate. Force these guys into combat. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Dark Reaper's getting a little bit of range on that, and also some Warp Spire as well, going to be flanking these Chaos Space Marines. Fire Dragon squad focusing on this Hell Talon. And what a wonderful little engagement there. Full of Eldar trickery and nonsense. And with these Warp Spiders out now, once you get that critical mass of 3 Warp Spiders, any form of heavy infantry has got some real difficult times going on. And look at that, even using the Falcon Grav Tank, even when these guys think they're safe and sound, no such thing as that. When the Falcon Grav Tank is in town, Colt is trying to tie up these Dark Reapers, but instantly being mulched into a fine red smear on the floor. And the Chaos player is on the defensive once again. What is he going to go for? Going for some more Chaos Space Marines. But nothing really he can do at this moment in time. 9150 with a good bit of flow going on compared to 119 and 49. Going to see some Wraith Lords. Listing post over here, unupgraded, will also probably be taken down. Although Fire Dragons extending themselves a little bit too far. We do have a Chaos Sorcerer in the mix as well. And if he can get a good Chains of Torment on these Warp Spiders before they teleport away, it'll be a wonderful pickup. These Warp Spiders are not known for their ability to stay alive under sustained fire. But then again, Falcon Grav Tank dropping down some Dark Reapers, although they have been killed quite quickly. Triple Warp Spiders. Chaos Space Marines activating their Hit Me Harder Daddy ability, which I'm not sure if it's the wise thing to do in this situation, considering they're outnumbered. There we go, Defiler, that's what I wanted to see. Able to knock these guys around and just reduce their DPS just for a brief moment in time. Any amount of that is well worth it. Chaos Space Marines holding up to the punishment fairly nicely. Warspire is now teleporting in, but teleporting into a whole smorgasbord of pain and hair. Missile launchers firing in. Listing posts also adding to the thunder. Double Defilers now out. These guys can just go in and just fire their flamers, punch that Warp Spider straight over the ridge there. And it does seem that with all the Eldars outflanking and manoeuvring, the dogged persistence of the Chaos Space Marine player is able to keep himself in the fight for a little bit longer than initially anticipated. Heavy Bolter being stopped by the Bone Singers, but Defiler is able to break the morale of these Warp Spiders. Even a Wraith Lord armed with a Bright Lance is not going to be doing all that much in this conflict over here. Phew, can't blimey. What an engagement. Starting all the way over here and then bringing it all the way right over here. Twists and turns at every end. Do have another Chaos Rhino on its way out. No tier 3 by the looks of things. We do have some strengthening power grids for the late game economies. And everyone just catching a breather. I sound like a broken record here. I mention this every single game that the Eldar is in, but there is only so long you can keep this micro up before you just think, right, just need 2 minutes to rest the fingers. 2 minutes just to give my brain a bit of time to think about what's just happened and what we can do to alter the approach. Defiler's now opening fire on this listing shrine. We'll take it down. Lickety split. One Wraith Lord moving in. Bright Lance firing. Yeah, that Bone Singer just instantly being deleted by what seems to be 6 heavy bolter guns in total. But going to go for 4. Chaos Rhino gorging on Chaos Astartes. I'm going to see a sacrificial circle. So maybe some horrors. Also, we'll be able to get those vital Sorcerer's upgrades. I don't think that Sorcerer has his Chains of Torment until he researches it in that sacrificial circle. Spot platform going to go down. Warp Spiders looking to get that flanking maneuver on. But it's really hard to focus fire on these guys when there's a Chaos Rhino out on the field. Chaos Space, we're just having a little bit of a perk at the Listening Shrine. Understanding that they're not going to get it, but just trying to keep that Eldar player on his toes. We'll take out those Dark Reapers. Nice little pickup there. Wraithlord's now just chasing after these guys.
What do you know of war?
We've got a second Chaos Rhino. Is it packed with any boys? No boys in there at the moment, but you are able to do a bit of a decoy with that. So if you just send this guy out, and they don't know that you've got a second Rhino, well then just like... yeah, you just send them on a wild goose chase. I mean, the real Chad move will just be to move a fake Chaos Rhino right into the middle, scare the living bejeebers out the Eldar player, and then laugh as there's nothing inside it.
A fresh crop of victims.
Second Listening Shrine on this contested point being taken down. Got some horrors now. Opening fire on these Wraithlords. Might even get him. Oh dear, that volley missing. But the second volley managing to get him. We've tainted Warp Fire. God, my camera does not want to play ball in these past few casts.
Back into the thick of it.
Yeah, with heavy in, well, being heavy in, well, I assume they've got demon armor. I assume that's the thing. We'll be able to resist a lot of damage that can be brought to them. I'm going to go for a vehicle hollow field research, increasing the health of all the Eldar vehicles, which is pretty sweet. Vehicle cap increase. Do have some horrors in the old sacrificial circle waiting to be deployed at a moment's notice. Got to... oh, I like that. So move the fake, well, the unloaded Chaos Rhino into combat. Let it absorb some damage from the support platform as these guys move in and unload and do their damage. I mean, kind of flaking out there, but I did see those double Wraithlords. Defiler using his attack ground animation to kill that Bone Singer. I'm also just going to lay a bombard down here to hopefully kill this support. In fact, he even does. Yeah, definitely not up in line of sight, that. Nice! Like that. Heavy bolts are going to go on down here. In fact, actually, there's a whole smokes. Well, when I say... for a second, I thought the heavy bolts down here was still alive, but it's not. Anyway, Wraithlords coming out of their bright lances. And as we saw... well, oh, look at these Howling Banshees. Replete with their power swords. Going to just charge straight in. No nonsense. You can see these horrors. And while the Wraithlords take care of the Defilers with their bright lances, these Howling Banshees just going to charge straight in. Warp Spider as well, going to go around the backside, going to prevent these guys from retreating all the way home. Absolutely amazing play. One Defiler going to go down. Eldar are being focus fired by the Wraithlords as well. Warp Spiders, where have you teleported off to? You've gone around on this side as well, going to focus on these Space Marines that are coming out of the Chaos Temple. Horrors over here, trying to go in for a flanking maneuver, but the Howling Banshees are taking none of it. Chaos Rhino Transport. Still with the Chaos Sorcerer, going to kill one squad of Howling Banshees. Yes, very rarely you see Howling Banshees being used to full effect, but that was the perfect use for the Howling Banshees. All the squads have been wiped out now, but they have done what they needed to. They've taken out Listening Posts, they've taken out a couple of Defilers, and these Warp Spiders have also taken out a few Chaos Space Marine thingies as well. Could have kept these Wraithlords out in the middle to distract these Chaos Space Marines while Warp Spiders harassed and harried these plasma generators, but it's all gravy, baby. Chaos Space Marines now going for their grenades. And lots of explosives from the Chaos Sorcerer. Horror Squad being tied up by these Warp Spiders as the Wraithlords continue to punch and pummel all the Heretic Astartes. Now we're going to see some Hell Talons. Not sure if Hell Talons are the play to go for. Even though these are Wraithlords, their bright lances are still quite lethal to vehicles. But yeah, this Wraithlord not looking too healthy. This one's still full health. These Warp Spiders just on constant reinforcement will gradually take out these Horror Squads. Not amazing close combat. Heavy ball turret being stopped by the Burn Singer with his Wraith Term. But this is a lot of Chaos Space Marines, to be honest. Howling Banshee is now being replaced. And to keep these guys moving, allowing these Warp Spiders and these Wraith Lords to do their business. Burn Singer trying to repair this Wraith Lord as things go on. But then we go, oh my goodness, they've killed, well, they've managed to kill 3 Wraith Lords, and then just 3 more come back in replacement. 161 compared to 127 and 88. So yeah, these guys are just basically on auto build, I guess. So constant amount of pressure. Chaos Sorcerer staying true with his boys in the Chaos Rhino for their plasma guns, which will help them against the heavy infantry of the Warp Spider squad. But yeah, at the moment, the Chaos Space Marines don't have anything in the way of anti-vehicle at the moment. Nothing coming out of the Sacrificial Circle. Hell Talent as well. Oh, I think the Hell Talent is the anti-vehicle option. We'll see when it comes out anyway, if memory serves. Wraith Lord over here, being kind of forgotten about, will be taken out if they're not careful. In fact, yeah, they will get that Wraith Lord, and every Wraith Lord down is a major blessing from the Chaos Gods for Scouty here. Possessed Squad coming out as well. Very fast, especially when you get all those upgrades for them. Can be very effective against most things. Do have a Demon Pet as well. So maybe some Bloodthirst to play on the way. Also can go for Obliterators as well. The old Chaos Elite build. And yeah, oh yeah, the Hell Talon is good against vehicles. But then again, so are these Wraith Lords. And there we go, Possessed Squad out on the field. Hands as big as pineapples. And just as disgusting. Going to slap the shins and elbows. Oh, sorry, yeah, the knees of these Wraith Lords. I mean, elbows, I suppose, are like knees, but for the arms. The bendy bits, shall we call them. I do love the attack animations of the Wraith Lords, just full blown. No special weaponry, we're just going to kick you, pick you up, play with your insides before throwing you away like a rag doll. So I suppose some people are probably into that. Got some Howling Banshees manoeuvring around in the distance. Over to some sort of shenanigans, I imagine. Oh, they're going to decap the critical location. Yeah, Possessed Squad now in full number almost. Not cheap to keep these guys online when they're taking consistent damage, but they're certainly holding the line against these Wraith Lords. And it does seem that their defences are stabilising somewhat. They have lost this strategic point over here. But it's not the end of the world. When they get those Obliterators online, they'll be certainly in a much stronger position. And what kind of flirts here? Oh yeah, the Chaos player's got no flirts at the moment. Every single penny he's spending is going exclusively on keeping these units alive and well. But so far, quite a stalemate. No one able to quite get the big advantage over anyone else. Hell Talon focusing on the Wraith Lord. Another Wraith Lord going down, but 2 more take its place. The never-ending storm of the Wraith Lord. But these Possessed Squads aren't giving up. Oh god, they just keep on coming. There's just more of them. And now going to go for Nightwing. I like that. Focus on taking out the Hell Talons. Very good. Do quite like that. Also, Nightwings just look really cool, don't they? I like how their little wings expand and retract when they're stationary, when they're moving. Although being surrounded by Chaos Marines is not where it wants to be. We'll fly over here, though. It's a shame that in Soulstorm they didn't expand more on the aircraft. You know, like, they could have gone for a couple of aircraft units, or maybe some anti-aircraft units, like in the form of AA turrets for like Imperial Guard, but they just went for the one for each race. I kind of copped out with the Necrons, just going for some attack Scarabs. Although again, I don't think Night Scythes or blade sides, whatever you call those Necron spaceships. I don't think they were invented back then. But hey ho. Anyway, we've got a bit of a flying fleet going on for the Chaos player. Death Squad chasing around these Howling Banshees. Hungry for blood. Warp Spiders now being replaced by one squad. But everyone's just kind of stuck on tier 2 at the moment. Chaos now going to go for a counterattack. Easily taking out that webway portal. And then also this tier 2 listening shrine as well. Seeing the Howling Banshees scream for more. And a lot of Wraith Lords, a lot of Bright Lances. And even with a full fleet of Hell Talons, this one Nightwing able to take out. Does look like they might get a second one. Oh, not quite getting that second Hell Talon, but only 20 health away from it. Yeah, don't mess with those Nightwings in aircraft combat. Do have some Chaos Marine infiltration research now. This is going to be a real pain for the Eldar player to take care of now. We'll need to get some Warlocks and a Farseer or a Harlequin or two online. I mean, Harlequin's quite easy to focus fire from the perspective of a Chaos player. Guardians with Warlocks. There we go, we're going to see one Harlequin, but yeah, this is going to be quite a difficult thing for these guys to counter, I imagine. Which, to be fair, I could get it if they were like, if there was like a special Alpha Legion faction for the Space Marines, oh, Chaos Space Marines, sorry, because yeah, infiltrated Chaos Space Marines, that makes sense. But again, I suppose in Soulstorm, they kind of had to give everyone a little bit of a flavour. That's why you got Horror Squads, that's why you got the Bloodthirster, that's why you got, what's his face? Completely forgot what I was saying then. But you know what I mean. Gonna make everyone happy. Apart from Nurgle. Nurgle gets nothing. Anyway, listening shrine over here on the relic being taken down. Chaos using their infiltration and possessed squads to advance on this flank. These guys are not relenting, although then again they are being left alone. Do have the Chaos Lord now back on the field after a long hiatus. And now a 5-piece band of Wraith Lords. Although they've got no vehicles to fire at, as Scouty has kind of transitioned away from Defilers, which those Wraith Lords are ideal at sniping. Just focusing more on Chaos Rhinos and whatnot. And there we go, we've got a Demon Prince summoning. That's what the Chaos Lord's on here for. He's here to ascend. Triple Warp Spiders there. Very good shout. And what have we got? The population is full for the Wraith Lords. More Harlequins on the way. 86 and 41 for the Chaos Space Marines compared to 87 and 73. So as the battle goes on and these listing posts kind of decay over time, the maximum economy of each player is going to go down quite immensely. Warp Spider's been caught out of position. I think these Warp Spiders are going to move in to try and defend. The focus fire on these possessed Marines. The Hit Me Hard Daddy ability has been activated. Now going to be doing more damage to these Warp Spiders, getting a full... Look, oh, was that a squad wipe? I do believe it was. Just by the hair on their chinny chin chin. Multiple Harlequins on the way out now. Wraith Lords once again manoeuvring down on this side as they spy these Chaos Space Marines. And this Chaos Sorcerer kind of stuck on his own, teleporting away there. And do we have the Demon Prince? There we go, Demon Prince is now online. And he's going to mosey on straight into whatever kind of shenanigans he can get involved in. A two-pronged attack. Replacement Warp Spider squad has been finished. And yeah, support platform over here going to be upgraded with a D-Karen add-on. Ascended Demon Prince though does not mind this at all. He's going to be tanking that all day long. Rider falling foul to the bright lances of these Wraith Lords. Elton flying overhead. Will be focus fired. Demon Prince now turning around. See if he can cast asunder the souls of these Warp Spiders. Back to She Who Thirsts in the Eye of Terror. Possessed Marine's really being used to full effect here, just constantly in the thick of it. Harlequin being taken down. No sight for these guys. And look at all those plasma pistols. All Spiders losing the morale over on this side. Going to teleport away from the Demon Prince as he slams a dude in the floor. Now a bit of close combat orientated stuff. Like a Jackie Chan film. There's 4 versus 1. And he's going to run away to safer ground. Been ages since I've seen a Jackie Chan film. What's that one where he's with that? It's like a buddy cop film. Completely forgot what it's called. That's gonna bother me. I'll remember it later, but Rush Hour. Rush Hour, yes. Amazing film. Absolutely hilarious all the way through. Anyway, sorry. Back to the actual match. These Wraith Lords are just tearing these possessed squads apart, but their reinforcement isn't too slow. Other squads being able to open fire on these guys unabashed. With Demon Prince support, these Wraith Lords are going to be scuttled. And the momentum is firmly in the Chaos favour at this present moment. I mean, Eldar player will leap. Well, I mean, I suppose Seer Council would be decent to keep a constant infiltration unit, but a de-infiltration unit on the field. But, I mean, will it be able to survive against all this plasma generator fire? When the opponent gets to this critical mass of ranged gubbins, there's very little you can actually do for a comeback. I mean, would it make sense just to build up maybe 2 or 3 Harlequins first and then send them in while the Warp Spiders engage in ranged combat? But still, they've got to keep this momentum up. They've got to keep the pressure on the Eldar. Do these Chaos Marines. Can't give them the opportunity to rebuild. Wraith Lord going down once again. Another Wraith Lord soon to be in the land of the unliving. And it does seem that he has thrown out the GG as he has destroyed some of his own buildings and whatnot. So that's a classic. So I'm not sure why he hasn't destroyed his webway assembly. Maybe he's just staying for a bit of a conversation. I'm sure everyone's being super friendly and super nice and lovely, as is the way of Dawn of War Soulstorm. But a really exciting match there. I do have to say, both players phenomenal. Highly skilled players, well regarded in the community, I am sure. But yeah, anyway, if you want to support the channel, £1 a week, sorry, £1 a month, just get you 1 extra game a week on the old Patreon. My name's Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never chore. Now, see you in a bit. Peace.